talking about, and y'all heard it with y'all own ears. You got motherfuckers AI, and did that in the third, and he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about like Gunna ratted from saying yes ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a rat by saying?
YSL Mondo claims Thug started all the snitching, and he was the main reason there was a RICO case.
Didn't the Lil Wayne tour bus happen before Nut got, before any of that happened, before anybody else told him? You the first to tell, buddy. You the first going in on the talking to the police. Facts. That was way before the goddamn before Nut got in some more. So you mean to tell me, buddy, you was the first, you the reason why the RICO started. I ain't finna keep beating around the bush. You the reason why the RICO started, buddy. Let's keep it real. Come on, man, let's keep it real. Buddy, you the reason why the RICO started.
As this is in response to a Young Thug leaked jail call of him saying Gunna was the reason it turned into a RICO case.
He gave the jurors the agreement that it's a gang. He said YSL is a gang, and he know people in this on this trial who committed crime in furtherance of the gang. That means you did it. You saying, you see what I'm saying? You don't know nobody on this case. Yeah. That's a lie. That's a full blown lie. I know individuals right. on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the gang. Like you committed yeah. Just so you can say slime big. Like that's what RICO is. That's RICO. So if you get found guilty on RICO, you really got a light to, and you are 100% black. You don't know nobody on the case. I ain't ever committed no crime. Duke ain't committed no crime. Yak ain't committed no crime. Them the only 3 people you know on this case. Ain't now one of them committed no crime. So who the f you talking about? You know YSL members on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the gang. You just made it a RICO case. You just made it a case.
Which led into reports stating, streets are saying Young Thug was caught lacking. Did the snitching and jail calls catch up to him? But YSL Mondo wasn't done, because he leaked another jail call of Thug being exposed for talking mean about Glorilla.
I saw the girl, Gorilla.
Yeah.
Why don't people say she pretty? That's ugly.
You think she ugly?
You said it. Like, yeah, they say she ain't ugly. People, men saying she ain't ugly. Man.
They just saying she look like Rihanna.
Man, goddamn Rihanna. Man, watch out.
Oh, man.
She look like Rihanna. Long wig, skinny, goddamn big head. Big mouth, man, watch out.
This resulted Glow speaking on Young Thug by tweeting, "This is the man blowing up my phone asking what color my eyes are." Young Thug would accept his loss on this by tweeting, "I'm sorry to you for my words, and I don't think you're ugly at all. I was speaking from jail having a hard time with life. I don't like talking about girls and hardly ever did." However, Charleston White is making it his mission to not allow Young Thug out of this, confirming it's going to be the downfall of the YSL rapper.
Say, listen, I prophesied this. Right now, say TCV is looking at all these old videos. I told y'all Young Thug would go tell it. I told y'all.
I'm always willing to bet with any rapper, if they keep Young Thug locked up 6 more months in the conditions he in, he'll tell to get out of jail too. They keep him 6 more months, locked up in them conditions like that there, he'll tell to get out of jail too. He about ready to break.
I told y'all, I am the new prophet. I thought, man, what is he doing talking? A 2-hour interrogation, and you mad at Yak got it. You mad at Gunna. Gunna don't have no interrogation tape, and everybody mad at Gunna. This is what I tell y'all, hip-hop is fake.
But Charleston went further to state he wants to destroy Young Thug.
Say, listen, Atlanta, I know y'all love Thug, and I love y'all. But y'all just bear with me. I'm finna destroy Young Thug. He will not be able to rap no more. Woody, be quiet. Rollo, you know they wrong for how they did you. Lil Baby, you might as well stop hanging with Thug. Gunna, don't talk, just stay back. Let me get this, I got y'all. Can't nobody beat me. I'm finna destroy. Thanks, come on now. Don't.
He's saying this because the news wrote Young Thug, as he said,
"I just beat him off a RICO. Come home, still talking about, oh, rat, bro, that's God. That ain't nothing but God biting you back in your, bro, cause you probably been thankful that you just beat a life sentence in a RICO and came home and minded your business and been humble. But instead, you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that, this, that, and the third. Now look, you came back and bought your bitch. But that ain't the key. The thing is, too, though, He brainwashed people. He still got motherfuckers on there talking about, and y'all heard it with y'all own ears. You got motherfuckers AI. They did that in the third, and he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about like Gunna ratted from saying yes ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a rat by saying they said Rosco the bust up? And then a nigga Rosco did 10 years behind it, and you just got on the internet to didn't rat on you? Boy, so brainwashed, it's sickening. Y'all need daddy figures, and y'all just be sitting back waiting on something good, waiting on something to happen. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around, maybe they'll put me on, maybe I can get some out. Rosco, you the worstest. Twin, you worse than the rat itself. You did 10 years, twin, behind Rosco. You did 10 years behind it, brother. And you just come on the internet and didn't tell on you when everybody just heard this man say your name a few times? You feel me?
With Young Thug's rap career crumbling, Peewee Rosco tried to help him, as he's the guy who Thug is alleged to have snitched on. It reads, Peewee Rosco addresses Young Thug, supposedly telling on him in the interrogation video.
Politicking, man, Jeff, clean as Listerine, man, clean as Irish soap, you feel what I'm saying? I done the time, I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go in the interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we sell the Wayne Carter. What's wrong with you? You feel what I'm saying? No, a statement is this right here. Lineup selective. That's him. He did that. He didn't do that. He did what a taxpaying citizen do. A real street. Kept it solid. Kept it overly real. You feel what I'm saying? Really tried to pull me out the hole. So I don't. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the PR now, y'all don't remember when I was locked up. Now, let me just show you how the PRs and the internet selective politics. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it real. When I was locked up and Jeff was locked up, we went viral when they was like, that's the type of friend you want. He was like, man, Rosco ain't told y'all that thing. Yeah, that's the beauty there. That's the right thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like all those, everybody is in the state room, in the interrogation room, and they gave statements.
But weirdly, after 20 minutes, Young Thug replied to Rosco, they didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. As some fans believe Thug paid Rosco to defend him. Woody didn't buy that Rosco was only defending Thug, so Woody called him out for a secret he's been hiding.
And Peewee, don't forget about that story. When you said it out your own mouth, how you did it with that trans. Peewee Rosco, you know well not to mention me, boy. You know I ain't got no sense. I ain't got no damn screws in my head, boy. You remember we was at the Sky House? Me, you, and Thug was sitting in the car, and that damn swap past, and Thug tapped you and said, Peewee, what's up with that? And you told Thug how you stuck your clean up in it. Don't get me started.
But it would be this moment where Young Thug got exposed again. It was announced, Young Thug calls out Lil Durk from behind bars. Knowing what's been said by Thug in the interrogation room and in different jail calls, it's safe to assume he also shared information about Durk's team committing crimes.
What's up with the boy Durk? You spoke to the boy Durk?
Yeah.
You need to make. You need to make that. I don't know. I did a lot of players for the boy too though. When the boy career went where it supposed to be, man, Pluto. I was really like locked in with him, like get really with him. But I don't know. He acting a little different. I don't like that, man.
What you mean?
Like
What he?
I done sent him a few songs. He just like I know for sure going right up. He just got damn taking his time, you know. Go to
Man,
4-5 days, 10 days later, just like that little type. Like, man, you got going on, man.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, I already know what you mean.
like, man, it's too much for you, man. Watch out.
Yeah.
He did that
Damn,
Malaya
that
album,
shit
too. Yeah, one of them on Malaya album. Yeah. He sent a song for Malaya album. Yeah, he sent a song for it. Then goddamn, when it's time to clear the song, he don't clear the song. So the song didn't make the album.
He ain't cleared.
Man, didn't clear it. Didn't clear the song.
What you mean ain't cleared the song?
Yeah, he did. He worked out. Then you get on the internet, keep talking about Thug, this and that, man. Cut that cap.
As this got Durk's attention with the news writing, Lil Durk's OTF associate Twin reacts to Young Thug speaking on Durk in a leaked call saying, that boy on them phones gossiping like a straight girl. I'll never trust a guy that put on makeup and a dress. This didn't settle well with Thug, as he responded saying, y'all new dudes in OTF. Just know I'm the one who sent Brian Steele to help him on my dime. But we then saw Thug's sister come out to defend him also. Young Thug's sister says that people are calling him a snitch just because they know he can't come to Atlanta. She said we've been putting belt to. That's why everybody clicked up.
Don't be on the the internet acting like my brother just and y'all know my brother ain't dead. On the internet acting like y'all just my brother. You know for a fact y'all doing it because he can't come back to Atlanta. Yeah. Don't do this. Gonna click up do all this because they know he can't come back to Atlanta. That the only thing it is, he can't come back here. All that spit. Spit on who? Man, we gonna lay right back to A. Nah, we been putting belt. That's why everybody clicked up.
Although it didn't take long for academics to figure out who would be leaking the thug snitching audios, with him writing, Gunna been sitting on these jail phone recordings for a minute. Now's the right time for him to drop them to prove that Young Thug puts everyone against each other. Gunna might be a genius, he played his hand smart.
I'm almost certain Gunna's team is leaking it to his fan pages. I'm almost certain, okay? I know they're not gonna agree to it, right? But I'm almost certain that Gunna's lawyers pulled, because yes, when you're in the case, you don't have to go through a Freedom of Information Act or anything like this, and some of these things would even be available, or it could be challenged if you try to do a FOIA on it. But it appears all of these things may have been gotten from maybe somebody who was in the case that would request them, and it could have been something for the nature of an appeal or something like that, so the courts are going to give it up because you're a defendant. So for me, I can't tell why there is, like, where's Gunna's calls? Like, we want to hear Gunna's calls, right? And by the way, you could tell maybe they were both doing it to each other. There's a time where Thug actually says he has been having his lawyers review Gunna's call, and Gunna is on the phone talking to a girl saying, I love you, I'm gonna come home soon. And he basically even thinks that Gunna got out of jail early because he wanted, which, bruv, if that's the case, the streets is cooked.
But as academics said it was Gunna leaking the audios, more footage came out. The news wrote, an alleged leaked jail call from Young Thug has surfaced where he's calling QCP a rat and speaks on Lil Baby working with him.
He did the same thing P did. Stood up in court. Man, that was Wham, that what you ever get too, rocking with rat. And you be preaching about that too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. A rat, bro. I understand all that. Help put you on. Listen, man. A rat, I don't give what help. That give me $1 million. Man, you're a rat. Whatever you talking about. Imagine telling them niggas still beat the Kato.
Even a second audio would be leaked of 21 Savage talking to Young Thug about rappers who started dissing Gunna the moment he was released, where Thug said he didn't like how other rappers were so quick to call out Gunna for snitching.
Type. I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world know I ain't with you until just say so.
But you know,
that's what they supposed to did. Like,
but ain't nobody
trying to go at him to get clout. Yes, they have. Durk
said something to him, but that's it. Like, Wham ain't doing all this shit. Like,
Wham unfollowed him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just that little boy. That ain't really saying that to no. Yeah, that's just like, damn, I'm disappointed, bro.
Yeah, but that's still.
But guess what, though? That makes you.
Position is, right?
But
I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they jumped.
Plus, they had a conversation with you for that anything.
Yeah, but I look at it. Wham did though. I talked to Wham. So we get on the phone. Hey, you told Buddy them do that? All right. Oh, he's like, all right, stay left. Same shit. I'm smart. Off top. Soon it happens.
But Young Thug is angry with his jail calls and interrogations being leaked as he crashed out on Instagram against who many fans believe is Gunna.
We ain't even talk about these fake guys and fake houses with these pools you can get put out of in the next 2-3 years and all that cheese. We ain't even finna talk about none of that. Like, that is the topic of, I guess. Yeah, your spot out right now. You gonna put it on Instagram. I bet you put it on Instagram. Yeah, your house out. On God. You blocked from your page. I'm on your from my fake page. Can't about to black me. I still said you post a picture. That ain't me on that picture. Lane Green. The whole world been thinking that too, man. I'm finna say gonna say something about that, man. That ain't me with that skirt on with that hat. The man said he got more hits than me and Kendrick. Bro, your ain't got more hits than Kendrick, and you ain't damn sure ain't got more hits or anthems than me. You hard. Why you tripping? And I ride past your house for sale signed up. Now you don't want to took your whole money and put down on that goddamn house out there, man, and you couldn't finish paying it off. Now the lady that came took her shit back.
nigga. Young Thug came out of jail, burnt down bridges, released zero good music, and just got exposed for being a rat. This resulted in a massive IG live from Rollo69, Whack 100, and academics reacting to this, where they would reveal the truth.
And get what? On that call, I never even told you he turned Wham against P, or he turned Wham against all these other different people that he did. But however, you have found out it came off the phone call. But guarantee ain't going for that line. Should be shunned just like us. The judge had shunned them. Now the streets need to shun that. Guess what? That's what I'm telling you. The thing about sitting down there, coming on here, lying, playing them, gang, you telling your ass the truth. Just like I stand up, don't like that tell the truth. He hiding behind these motherfuckers masks. But get what? A mask gotta come off. You ain't gonna be able to keep that motherfucking mask on forever. You ain't gonna be able to keep throwing rocks and hide your hand. This is karma.
6ix9ine spoke his thoughts, and surprisingly, everyone agreed with him. And Whack 100 added on about how many of Thug's past cases disappeared randomly, which raises the question of if Young Thug's been snitching for many years.
Young Thug came home and said, yo, buddy, you're a rat. Stop acting like we cool. Made another excuse. Nah, but his music fire. I said when he come home and say that Gunna told, y'all was gonna be like, all right, now everybody, you see how every time it's something, every time?
And we like Thug though, man. Like, somebody, yo.
Thug told, bro.
What?
He told before Gunna, 2015, told. And this was crazy. He got caught with 2 or 3 sticks in LA. Now I'm trying to figure out where them cases went. He got coming out the Lowe's Hotel, the same hotel where Yo Gotti them had that bang out. Remember that bang out happened? Got caught in the Sprinter with 2 or 3 sticks. We ain't heard about that case. This was back then. He told my, and like Rollo said, what conversations did you have since then?
This left the entire chat spamming, why would Gunna still be signed to YSL if he ratted? There's gotta be a deeper meaning. And there is, because academics revealed it's all about the money. Because Young Thug is still making bank off Gunna's music releases.
Gunna got out. You gotta remember, Thug is running this label from behind jail. Thug wanted this off the fucking label. There's a lot of paperwork there, and also you gotta realize they're not gonna release somebody from their contract because they snitched. They're gonna say, we're gonna make money off the snitch. We don't do that. I'll give you a little bit more tea. All that told by Boss and Richie told, Future wouldn't do a record with him, but Future wouldn't drop him. You see how it's business at the end of the day. And I had these conversations with people that worked with the new regime over at 300/Atlantic, and they said, yo, what's probably gonna happen is that his contract is gonna get moved. So he won't be YSL. But no, in the history of time, we don't care what you do, they're not letting you go. They'll optically take you off the label, but they're never gonna say, we don't want percentage points on money you make.
But 6ix9ine reacted with a message that many rappers respected him for.
Yo, I just wanna know where all the energy at. The Young Thug situation, I stood quiet 2 days just watching it play out, watching what excuses the people come up with. Every day, every year, every time I come out, y'all move the goalposts further. Oh nah, bro, it's different. No, it's different, bro. It's different. You told like before 12 in the afternoon, like that's a forbidden rule. You can't do that. No, bro, it's okay, bro, because he told after 3, like, bro, it's so easy. They tell you have the right to remain silent. Anything used against you could be used in the court of law, whatever the case they say. You have the right to call an attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. It's me, the host. Like, I'm not saying that. Y'all heard what y'all heard. Where's all the energy at? Why hear everybody quiet? Why Lil Baby, 21 Savage is Future? Why you not saying nothing?
But with 21 Savage and Lil Baby still standing on Thug's side, Woody told them that they should distance themselves from Thug, as he will only continue to bring them down with him.
Told them that Gunna, but it was going over their head. It was going over their head because why? This ain't street. This ain't who they pretend to be. I said, leave Gunna alone. Gunna didn't do nothing wrong. Go look at Thug's interview. They said, why you didn't sign Lil Baby? Thug said, because I didn't want to pull Lil Baby in my... Hey, Lil Baby, I know you might be watching, partner. Got nothing to do with you. Get your money. Hey, we need somebody to win, buddy. It can't be you. Stay out of it. Hey, 21, y'all, stay out of it. Hey, cause get what, bro? One thing I know about a that ain't got nothing to lose, he gonna take everybody down with him. Trust me, when it's time for a to stand up, they gonna stand up. They can say what they want to say about me. They can say what they want to say about me. But I ain't did what nobody forced me to do.
Savage was quick to take the advice as he unfollowed Young Thug the next day. The main reason Woody said this though is because he claims that he's been through it with Thug before. YSL Woody says Young Thug never paid for a lawyer for him and that he used to defend Young Thug because he was under manipulation. He takes accountability for his actions.
There's no way you supposed to be in the interrogation room without no lawyer. That goes back to the beginning. That man got all this money. He's supposed to took care of all y'all. He supposed to make sure all y'all were good. But it ain't his job to do that. That's me. I'm defending him. It ain't his job to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm so blinded, I'm so manipulated. It ain't his job to, you know what I mean, do that. You know what I mean? We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. Because if we knew what we were getting ourselves into, we would have never been in that. We would have never been in that at the beginning. I wouldn't. I didn't respect a lot of stuff. Still don't.
However, Woody wasn't the only person manipulated by Young Thug, cause Rollo was too, as he stated, "Well, I lied to the feds for real, and you still called Lil Baby and told him to cut me off because I wasn't right. So now you're gonna have to go through what me and Gunna went through. We waiting on that gospel album." As Rollo's mocking Young Thug for tweeting, "If you're a rapper and you rat, you just gotta go gospel." Although this exposed what Thug does whenever someone turns on him or does something he doesn't like, because he goes out of his way to cut them off by telling any other rapper not to talk to them anymore. Not only did he do it with Rollo, but he also did it with Gunna.
The streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Durk, Baby. There's a few other rappers I just won't call their names. Just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not f***ing with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. Ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but...
However, Young Thug would respond to Rollo saying, "See, the difference between me and you is your friend said you didn't lie. You actually told on real people. You said that somebody actually did something that they was arrested for. I made an honest mistake saying that we sold Lil Wayne items to try to prove to the detectives that we wasn't beefing with him. And let's not forget, you told Fanny you would take the stand on me and Lucci in our case to get out of jail." However, academics spoke on the situation and said how most people are split whether it's considered snitching or if he snitched.
Man, I ain't gonna cap with y'all, man. Listen, I'm having a absolute blast. Now, here's the thing. I'm a civilian. And I think rappers don't realize that most civilians don't care about snitching. We really don't care. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I listen to King Von. I listen to... I don't want to people. And I don't care about... I don't even like... I don't like criminals. But I listen to the music. I'm watching the street right now. They're going through... Yo, everybody... Yo, they're having crisis management teams trying to figure out... Yo, they're fighting for their lives right now, man. Yo, who's a snitch? Who's not a snitch? It's a snitch off. This is great. Yo, I love when street have to prove themselves to us. Because we watching like, we really don't care, but sure, crash out. Go ahead.
However, this is where the story gets crazy, because Thug's being outed for snitching in 2015 as it deals with the tour bus hit against Lil Wayne back in the day. The prosecutors wanted to charge Thug with organizing the hit in the YSL RICO case, as they tried calling in Lil Wayne to testify against Thug in the case, but he never showed up.
There's no confrontation as to it.
It's not testimonial, Judge.
It's got to be relevant, and it's got to be for a particular purpose. Now, I'm telling you, if you get Mr. Carter in here, then that is, you'll solve a number of your problems.
But they did get the bus driver on the stand as a witness to the situation, and it was reported a tour bus operator for rapper Lil Wayne started to get emotional while recalling the moments at the bus in 2015. The operator said he retired following the incident.
Tell the jurors what happened once you got on 285.
Once I got on 285, within minutes, that's when that car came along and started at the bus.
Are you able to discern where the are coming from? Does it come from the front of the bus, the back of the bus, or somewhere else?
They started at the back of the bus. They my engine, my radiator, and just started all down the side of the bus.
And at the time,
You said did you have those passengers? Were those passengers that came out of the club, were they still on your bus as this bus is being out?
Yeah, they were back there screaming on the floor.
While Lil Wayne never showed up to court, Thug did the opposite and brought up Peewee's name to the feds for doing the hit. But it's crazy to think this all started because of Gunna releasing his album, the last one, because it got Young Thug to speak saying, "Nobody wanna hear that stuff," which had Gunna replying, "Be quiet, bro. I don't mess with you anymore. You unfollowed me because you ain't on the album." The important thing about this album is that it's Gunna's last one with YSL, meaning they won't make money off him anymore. But Thug's shown that he's making his new project too. Academics got a snippet of it and said how Thug is not holding back.
Young Thug ain't even doing subliminals. He's just straight up name. Hear this. He said, "Yak Gotti, he tricked me for some years. I ain't know that was telling." And then he says, "The only reason I with you, Gunna, it was because of Troop." Now, Troop is like some other Atlanta. And supposedly that's how the story of how he kind of meets Gunna. But Young Thug is flat out saying it. I don't rock with these rats. That's what he's saying. He believed they're cooperatives, okay? Now, you know, there's a tasteful way to do it in music, and there's a I don't give a let's crash out drill music type of way where you just say their names and call them rats.
Which is completely against his probation agreement. The news wrote, "The state of Georgia has filed a motion to revoke Young Thug's probation and send him back to jail." Although Academic states that Gunna thought Thug and him would have been cool again after he got released, showing that Gunna didn't want this to happen.
Gunna's plan, I'm telling you this is a fact. He always thought Thug would be free. But he thought that once Thug got his freedom and didn't get all those years, granted, I think he got let out maybe a year and a half before Thug. He thought Thug would forgive him. Thug would be like, "All right, bro, yeah, you right. Like, what they caught you up on wasn't really, it's all good. You're my mans. You're still." Thug is not letting it go. So Gunna at that point realizes, not only is Thug free, there's no place for me on YSL anymore. And there's no love and there's no more returning to that friendship. Gunna always wanted to get back together. Thug never wanted to. And now, Gunna has accepted that. What happened is that Gunna had a YSL tattoo. He's now covered it up. You see some flames. This is the new fit Gunna. He's covered up YSL, the snake, and also the word YSL.
But Young Thug doesn't care at all, as he was caught laughing in the studio about it and showing he's fine without Gunna.
P, that's some pounds, P. I'm gonna show you away, P.
You go pound, go pound, go make bag.
In that bag.
I'll take.
Go ahead.
Although Thug doesn't know the legal trouble he's in, because the feds are actively looking for any slip-up he does to bring him into jail. They even tried revoking his probation when he called out a female cop for being a liar.
What Young Thug did to have and this is how you know this 4 p.m. is real. Young Thug posted the woman. This is Marissa Vivierdo. He said, "Biggest liar in the DA office." He posted her, okay? And then he also reposted, "All my homies hate Vivierdo." Now, this is someone who is a officer of the law. This is someone who is a government official. When you do that and you're under probation, the government is going to be like, "Oh, you sending a smoke signal that people should hurt this woman?" That's why they're doing a motion to revoke his shit. Why did he do this? Because she's testifying in the OMF case, and she's basically saying, "Yo, OMF and 4PF, Lil Baby and them, they're beefing and is dying, and indictment's finna come down."
They also tried to get Thug just off his lyrics, which said, "These guys telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friends." But it finally got Thug to speak about Gunna for the first time.
I just like to help people, you know.
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah. I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
Academics called this happening all along, as he spoke about the stipulations that Young Thug had and said it would be a problem for him.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. But he's always gonna talk about him and is doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, "Yo, me is like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit." They might be like, "Oh no, you talking about the game." So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.
But everything went crazy after a report shared. Wack 100 says he has 2 hours of footage of Gunna telling on Young Thug in an interrogation room. But unfortunately, this alleged footage hasn't been leaked to the public yet.
Hey Gunna, listen, I'm putting it together. I'm gonna give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm gonna give you some time though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah, guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm talking about.
But Rap's favorite snitch, Charleston, came out again to say that he admires that Gunna snitched.
Gunna is out of prison. I never thought I would be happy to say y'all, Gunna is out of prison. Now, I'm glad he got out by telling. I think that was smart, Gunna. I'm a Gunna fan now. I'm gonna tell.
As Charleston said, he would have done the exact same thing.
I wouldn't say what Gunna did was a snitch, because Gunna's not a. He made a confession.